in St. Clair, right down the road from the library, not underneath the post office. I know some people have made it that way. We're working on correcting the GPS directions. But I'm going to ask Marquita to go to the next slide, and then I'm going to pass the mic on over to her to introduce herself as well as describe a little bit about our program. Marquita?
Hello, everyone. My name's Marquita. I'm the program director for the Small Business Resource Center. Our Small Business Resource Center is actually funded through the SBA in a grant called the Community Navigator Pilot Program, and that was awarded to us in 2021. Through the SBA, we were one of only 51 applicants to be awarded the grant out of the entire U.S. and the only one for the state of Missouri. So that actually funds the services that we provide. And like Brittany said, that's also our Franklin County location, along with our Hillsborough location. Here in Hillsborough, it's myself and our business coach, Michael, who's not here today, and also our resource specialist, Kelly, who you'll get to speak with in a moment. Through the services we provide, we have an attorney that we have as one of our spokes that can provide assistance with contracts, leases, starting your business, which is the best direction to go with that business, any type of legal questions that you may have for him related to your business. We have an accountant that can assist with getting assigned your EIN, assisting with the tax implications for loans, assisting you with setting up your bookkeeping, your payroll processes, etc. We also work with a marketing agency, and for the marketing, the assistance we provide with that is all conceptual. So we can assist with developing designs, logo, your advertising campaign, websites, but unfortunately we are not able to actually pay for the implementation of the program. So we don't pay for, say, billboard advertising or print or anything along those lines, just the conceptual portion. And then our final Focus Score, which is a nationwide agency, they assist a lot of small businesses and entrepreneurs with getting started and a lot of various trainings that are free through their websites. And we also work with them to help with individualized coaching for the business. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kelly and let her talk to you as the resource specialist about the things that she does to assist the SBRC.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Marquita. My name is Kelly. I'm the resource specialist for the Small Business Resource Center. My role is to keep in contact with our spokes, making sure, everything's working, things are working out. Our clients don't have any issues with the spokes aren't having issues with the clients, and we are able, oops, sorry, give me just a moment. I'm admitting someone else coming on into the meeting. And then also if you as a client are in search of a service and we don't have a resource partner or a spoke that already provides those services, then I research and reach out to a new partner to see if they would be interested in coming on board with us and helping out the client that's in need of that specific service. However, we do have a well-rounded hub and spoke model, as Marquita was just explaining. So it's rare that we come across a client that needs something that we don't already have a partner or a spoke for. So with that, again, thank you everyone for coming today. As Brittany mentioned, this is going to be recorded, and I've got the link for our official YouTube channel, and I'm putting that in the chat right now for you. So, or you can go to YouTube and search for us. Our name is at JFCAC_SBRC. And we do have other trainings that are on there as well from past trainings that we've provided. So if anyone has any questions or concerns throughout the presentation, we are going to be monitoring the chat. Please feel free to put any questions in the chat, and we'll get to those whenever we get to our Q&A session. And then we'll also open it up and you can unmute yourself and shout out a few questions if you have anything there as well. Thanks so much for attending today. And Brittany, they are all yours.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Kelly actually is also the one who designs these trainings. So it looks impressive and it looks amazing because she's the one who designed them. I am just trying my hand on presenting today's. So bear with me. I'm going to do the best I can to get through this and give you guys all the information that we can about Facebook and branding. But to piggyback off what both Marquita and Kelly have mentioned, I've actually been in contact with a lot of you already. I try to contact everyone regularly, but I'm always happy to help you guys, whether you need anything or just have questions. My motto is if I don't have the answers, I'm going to find them, or at least do my best to find them and give them to you. So I also want to extend a thank you for all you guys for joining today. Feel free, if you want to turn your cameras off, you're more than welcome. It's, you don't have to keep them on. I'm going to keep mine on since I'm presenting today, but like Kelly had said, we do have some time at the end for some questions, but if you think of one during the presentation, feel free to chime in or type it in the chat and we'll get them answered as quickly as we can. All right, Marquita, if you want to go to slide 3, please. So who we are, the Small Business Resource Center is a nonprofit organization brought to you by the Jefferson Franklin Community Action Corporation. We're funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration through the Community Navigator Pilot Program, as Marquita mentioned. We provide no-cost consulting to entrepreneurs and small businesses in Jefferson, Franklin, Washington, St. Francis, and St. Genevieve counties in Missouri. We also connect these clients with resources or spokes to assist them free of charge with other services such as accounting, legal, marketing, and funding through loan application assistance. All right, Marquita. Just to throw a disclaimer out there, the purpose of this presentation is to provide general information only. It is not intended to be a comprehensive summary of any ordinances, regulations, and/or laws. The information presented does not constitute legal advice. One should always contact their attorney, CPA, and/or other authoritative agencies with any other questions or concerns you may have. So some of the topics that we are going to talk about today are listed here. We're going to be talking about your logos, the also famous 5 W's that are very important. We're going to be talking about recognizing your sponsors and your partners. We'll be talking about the branding and the importance of consistency through your branding, knowing your target audience, and the All Tell Facebook. As just another preface, we will not be discussing any SEO today. If you do not know what SEO is, it stands for Search Engine Optimization. SEO is a topic that could probably take an entire day of webinars to really discuss and even understand a fraction of how it works and operates. We do occasionally have some resources that came available that can provide you and educate you more information about SEO. If you're interested, that we can send you at a later date upon request.
Also, to piggyback on that real quick, our Spoke Score also has a 2-day SEO training webinar that they put on. So if any of you are interested, we can give you the link for Score and you can look through their webinars, and those are actually coming up pretty soon. And then you can register through Score for those, and those are free.
Thank you, Marquita. Yeah, I think those are in about 2 weeks, 2 and 3 weeks away. Those sessions will be held. So let me know and I can get you the links to those. No problem. So first, let's talk about your logo. Your logo is a very important item that should catch the eye of the markets that you're trying to target. Your logo should reflect the nature of your business and show what your business really stands for. The colors should be chosen wisely. So that's an example that I like to use of if you have a dark blue background and then put a title on top of it that is black, from afar, it may be really hard to tell what your title is with the different darker color schemes. So you do want to choose your colors wisely, but don't complicate your logos. They should be simple. They should be easily describable and easily read. JFCAC specifically, our logo is red and blue people intertwined, crossing their arms, that will form a full circle. So as I describe that to you, I'm sure you're probably thinking of a full circle with, people that are red and blue intertwining arms. So that is typically what our logo is. It's pretty simple, but we like to keep it simple. It doesn't distract a lot of people whenever they look at it. So your logo should have a timeless shape as well as make it memorable. So whenever I mention McDonald's, most people can probably think of the famous golden French fry arches that make an M that stand for McDonald's. Think about the Nike swoosh. It's very simple, but you remember it whenever you think of Nike. Same as far as Google with the G, or Shell gas station has just your general Shell that is yellow and red, or Apple is a legit Apple. So they don't have to be, you don't have to use a lot of extravagant details to show what your brand truly stands for. Branding and the importance of consistency. Your logos and fonts and colors should all be uniform in color. So if you're like me, it's easy to throw a lot of colors into any kind of design that you're working on. But if your colors don't match or maintain some kind of consistency, it may not hold the eyes of your target that you're trying to reach. So avoid using hard to read fonts on any materials that you're using. I know there's millions of fonts that are out there to use, and some of them look amazing, but it could distract people when they begin to look through your materials. So your logos and your colors should be consistent and match in color. I just described JFCAC's logo being red and blue, and every slide that has been so far and going forward are red and blue. So you can see it maintains those color consistencies and those fonts as well. Um, there's nothing wrong with only working with one or two different font styles. You don't want your audience to be distracted by looking at different fonts. People get distracted very easily, so don't give them the opportunity to do that, as you want to keep your target audience's attention for longer to help them keep your interest in the service or the product that you're trying to offer them. Recognizing your sponsors and your partners. This is very important. Give credit where credit is due. The saying always goes that good word spreads fast. Obviously, bad word spreads fast too, but unfortunately, you can't help the bad word. You can spread the good word though throughout your community and show the character of your business and show your customers more insight into what your business really stands for by showing that you support local small businesses. It will make your customers want to seek you out more because you do support the other people in the community. If you partnered, if you are partnered with someone or they are sponsoring you in some way, make sure you include their logos on your promotions or signages at, the events that you're attending or you're just included with, and make sure you give them a thank you. If you have to do an interview or a speech, there's no shame in thanking the people that have helped you get to where you're at. So offer a little bit of support. I do have another example. My family is a very big family of racers. And during the off season, we will go to local businesses and ask if a business would like to sponsor or donate to our racers. And if they do, with their permission, we will take their logos and put it directly on the cars. So after the races are over, all the fans come down and look at all the race cars and talk to the racers and mingle between fans, and they could really see what businesses are supporting each other through the logos that are put on the cars. All right, Marquita, if we want to go to the next slide. So the famous 5 W's that you may want to remember are: who is your audience? Who are you targeting? Are you targeting children? Are you targeting adults? Are you targeting athletes, food lovers? There are multiple people that you could be targeting. And what do they care about your specific service or product? When do they need your help? And where can they go for help? And why should they come to you? So this is where your brand and logo really comes into play. When someone's talking about your business, they should be able to describe really what your business stands for. You want them to, and that's where that good word spreads fast comes into play as well. So just an example, let's say I offer a pet sitting business. I offer in-home pet sitting as well as a pet daycare out of my own home. So the audience I'm trying to target are households who have animals. If a household doesn't have animals, I can't really pet sit for them. So they're not really who I'm going to target. I'm going to target the ones who have animals and pets in their home. But what do they care about when they look for a pet sitter? As someone who has animals myself, I care about my animal's health and safety first and foremost. So when I ask someone to pet sit, I want to trust that they will keep my animal safe while I'm away for either short or long periods of time. As much as my 135-pound Great Dane is very giant but very easy to keep happy, he has a lot of dietary and physical restrictions. So I have to know that when I hire a pet sitter that they will keep him safe and maintain the dietary restrictions that I have in place for him. So when do people need my help? When households who have pets are out of town or gone for longer periods of time, whether it's for work or vacations, they may be in need of a pet sitter. But where can they go for help? So a lot of people will search social media platforms like Facebook. Locally, a lot of people use the Nextdoor app. In this specific example, people go to your local veterinary clinics or even talk to their friends or family. Another reason why uh, good word spreads fast is a good thing to come into play here. Um, so why should they come to me if they go to their local vet or social media and they find my page? On my Facebook page, my logo is right in my profile picture, so you can identify what business I am right away. And when they go to my about section, it shows that I offer a top-notch pet sitting service where I make sure to do meet and greets. I do an overall health check with the animals and their owners to make sure there's no physical or dietary restrictions that I need to be aware of. And I make it known that I've had multiple experiences, years of experience working at a veterinary clinic, and offer multiple references to give people insight into what I'm capable of doing in the pet sitting world. So ask yourself the 5 W's, and it could change the way you promote your own service and product to better reach the target that you are wanting to reach. Knowing your target audience is very important when working through the 5 W's. So you don't have to pick just one target audience whenever you're promoting your service or product. Depending on your business, you may be targeting multiple types based on their demographics, their income levels, their ages, and yours and their needs. Some examples that we're able to provide you is when you're targeting children, a lot of animation could be used. Lawn care services, it may be more beneficial to target markets of homeowners in a subdivision rather than people in apartment complexes, as people in apartment complexes don't typically have to cut their own grass or need someone to cut their own grass. As well as someone putting out a new set of dog trimmers that are more beneficial and more dog friendly and marketing them to pet groomers who will be in need of said dog nail trimmers. Another example too is if I'm selling those Lamborghini sports cars, I may not have a target audience in a lower income level area. As much as people want those Lamborghinis, if they can't pay for them, they can't buy them. And if they can't buy them, I can't pay my bills and I can't make money. So when thinking who you'll be targeting, think about the results that you're trying to get from reaching what target market you're trying to get to. And are you wanting more sales? Do you just want the exposure? Investment opportunities? Do you just want your name to grow throughout the community and offer more support? All are really important, but you may be wanting to reach different results at different times based on your own needs. All right, Marquita. Oh, can we go to the next slide? Thank you. So where can you create your own materials? It's always easy to search and look at other business logos and designs, but when it comes to your own, you have to think about how you're going to design it, and how you want it to look and how you'd like to create it. So we just wanted to provide you a couple different options of possible avenues that you may want to explore. Some companies have their own marketing department that you can present the ideas to, and they can implement the design for you. Canva is very large and growing right now, and is also a popular avenue to research on your own and see if you like the services they offer. But also Vistaprint, Photoshop, and Shutterstock are also avenues that you may want to explore, when wanting to design your own brand or logo. As a coach myself, I recommend a lot of times for people to do your own research. Obviously, I would never ever tell you to copy another person's logo or designs, but look at other people in the field that you are in and see what they're using and look at what you like and what you don't like. See what catches your eye and just make notes for yourself of what you would want to incorporate in your own logos or designs. All right, Marquita. So Facebook is a big topic everyone wants more information about. I by no means am not 100% an expert in Facebook, but I am a big user of social media. And Facebook is a very free tool to utilize and is one of the biggest social media platforms out there, where you have millions of people at your fingertips to reach and to show who you are and what your business has to offer. So when talking about Facebook, you should have two different accounts, where one is going to be your personal account and one will be your business page or your business account. But they will be separate, however. Your personal page is where you can connect with your friends and your family, but also where you can share your business page with other people in a short time frame. Your business page should represent your business fully with accurate information at all times, but should promote your business. And you can also use that business page to connect with other groups and businesses throughout the community. So just using another example, because I got plenty of them, Franklin County, since I am very familiar with the county, has a lot of local community groups. And a lot of times businesses will get onto those groups and post that their business is utilizing another business within the community, whether it's a business who's going to the local coffee shop to utilize to just do a luncheon. But it shows that small businesses are connecting with each other, and it just shows that they're supporting each other, which small businesses have each other and that's all they have. So it's better to keep that support going through those community pages. All right, Marquita, if you want to go to the next one. So going back to your personal page, even though your personal page is separate from your business page, you can still use it to promote your business and connect with other vendors, customers, other people about the business that you offer. You can keep your own page private and personal, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to have any affiliation with your business page if you do not want. However, if you do plan to use your personal page with your business page, keep in mind that when you post things on your personal page, people may be looking at your business page and find your personal page and look to see what you're posting. So you don't want to post anything inappropriate to veer off any potential customers you may have if you're connecting your personal and your business page together. All right, Nikita, let's go to the next slide. So your business page should be very clean and clear. You should be able to understand it with no question, and it should be very business based. If you're making and selling pogo sticks, you probably don't want a bunch of pictures of skateboards, because if you're going online to look for pogo sticks and only see skateboards, you're probably going to move on to the next pogo stick service provider. So make sure your logo is in your profile, or at least your cover photo. It is recommended to put it in your profile picture, however, because that is usually the first thing people see, and they could easily identify you whenever they see your logo up front. But utilize the About section. When I talked about the pet sitting business, I mentioned the About section. And that is where you can take advantage of and share a brief description of what your business represents and what you have to offer. Keep your audience in the know and involved by sharing events that your business may be involved in. So if you're going to utilize social media to help reach certain target audiences, you should be using it on a regular basis. As in, if you have a Facebook business page, don't make one post a year. Because if I'm looking at your business page and I see you haven't made a post in a couple of years, I may think you're not even in business at all, and I'll keep scrolling. So you want to always have that consistency and be posting regularly so people know you're very active on social media. All right, Marquita, thank you. So content, creating content can be really easy. There are some tools that you can use to make it easier, though. A content calendar is super helpful in reminding yourself to post on certain times or certain days of the week, especially if you're not familiar with the social media field. You don't want to make long posts. If you're wanting to promote a promotion for your business and write 15 paragraphs and then offer the promotion at the end, it may distract people and they may not even read through the whole post to see that you were offering a promotion. Utilize your Facebook posts and your content to post about a sale, post about any updates to your business, any changes or improvements that you made if you're a brick and mortar and making some changes within the store. If you have new merchandise displays, make a post about it. If you are changing locations or changing contact information, make a post so that way people are aware. And also, if you have new staff starting, with their permission, of course, make a post about who is new that is going to be working with your business and potentially seeing your customers. So, on top of not making long posts, making it short and sweet. You do not want to post about non-business related content. Example, you don't want to make a post on your business page complaining about your local fast food restaurant taking too long to give you your cheesy gordita burrito. Okay, it's just not, don't worry about that. That's your business page. Make it professional and keep it about your business specifically. All right, Marquita, we'll go to the next slide. So this is going to be an example. This is a previous training that we have hosted about disaster preparedness and a post that JFCAC has put on our Facebook page. So in the post towards the top, it's a little bit hard to read, but there's only 2 lines there, so it's not very long. And it clearly states that there's a free webinar that the SBRC, our department, is hosting and the date that it will be held. And it also has a link about how you can register to the training. And then we've also attached the flyer that also states the same information, but it also catches people's attention whenever they're scrolling through Facebook of what is this event coming up? Disaster preparedness is very important. And then they start digging deeper into what is in the poster, and then you could register. So you do want to keep it short and sweet. All right, Marquita. So back to content calendars. They can be very simple and very useful, especially if you're not familiar with social media. But a content calendar can help you remember to post content on a regular basis. So typically, you should first determine what calendar is going to work best for you. Since you're doing this online and it's a reminder to be posting on social media, typically a digital calendar is more recommended and a little bit easier to utilize. But you will be utilizing the calendar to put reminders in of what content and pictures you may want to share when you're posting your content. So your calendar could be either on your phone or even on your business email calendar. Most emails now have a calendar in them, Outlook, Google, that you can utilize, whether you use it for business or not. But when you create a calendar event, you want to include the name of the post that you're wanting to make. You'll want to put what content you want in the post altogether, but don't forget any links or photos that you want to include. And if you don't have those offhand, make sure you put a reminder that you want to include links or photos so that you can provide. Fun fact, there is a way in Facebook to make draft posts ahead of time, and then you could schedule them of when you want to post and what date you prefer. So if you're closed on a holiday, but you still want to make a post with an ad for the material for the following week, you can go ahead and get on Facebook and schedule that post ahead of time. So that way the content is posted at the time that you prefer. To schedule a post ahead of time, you'll want to go to your business page, and on the left column, there's going to be a publishing tools button. Once you hit publishing tools, you'll create your post. The content you want to put in there, the links, the pictures, all of it. Once you enter everything in, you'll want to hit the schedule button. That's on the right of the scheduling options button, I believe. And then you'll put in your date and time of when you want to publish your post. After you enter the date and time, you'll click schedule, and then whenever that time comes up, it will post on Facebook for you. There is also a setting in there that you can go back and edit those posts. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it is an option to edit after you publish a draft. So this is just an example of an Outlook calendar. It shows the name of the post. It shows a brief description of what we would want to include in the post with some details of when a BOGO sale is happening, and also a cute little guy hopping on over in his pogo stick as just a little image to include. And that is something that could be posted on a Facebook post this week in preparation of an upcoming BOGO sale. All right, Marquita. So respond. Always be responsive and interactive with your customers, whether it's good or bad. Customers, a lot of times, will look through your comments on social media and they'll notice how interactive you are and how polite or unpolite you are and how you respond to people. So keep the professionalism and maintain your honesty towards your customers. It's true, people do look through Facebook and other social media platforms for the drama as well. So people are going to test you with those negative comments to see how you're responding to other people. Unfortunately, it's just a thing where people get a rise out of seeing the drama. So just maintain that professionalism so there's no other issues down the line. This is your business, so there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself, but just remember to be respectful and professional. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy, but you can only do your best at making sure everyone's taken care of that you're in contact with. So responding to everyone in a timely manner really does make a difference and shows customers that you're looking, you're interactive, and that you care about what they think. So as Marquita mentioned earlier, we do have a marketing spoke who's able to assist with brand and logo designs, as well as building websites. He does currently, he has just established a wait list for websites, however, and please keep in mind, our program is not guaranteed past the date of November 30th. So we just want to keep that in mind, but the SBRC does not cover any costs for any tangible materials. Or advertising campaigns such as billboards, flyers, business cards, or other merchandise, or just maintaining and running the continual cost of your website. So I cannot see the chat right now. I don't know if there's any questions out there, but if you have any questions, feel free to pop on. If you would like to just introduce yourself and explain a little bit about what you do, feel free or type in the chat. We're here to help you in any way that we can. Kelly's done an amazing job at putting this together, but I'd love to set up some time since we're a little bit early to ask any questions that may be out there. While we're waiting on chat, we do have some upcoming trainings. If I'm one to talk to you, I'm always sending out emails of upcoming trainings, so please check your junk email boxes. Our next one's scheduled for June 14th on cybersecurity, which is a really informative one. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll all be there, so you're more than welcome to join. But also, we are always on the hunt for new topics and ideas of what trainings that could be beneficial to you. So it's important for us to help you as much as we can to help you with work through any topics or questions that you may be needing. So if there's anything you want more information about, just reach out to really any of us. But as me and Michael are checking in with you, let us know and we could work with Kelly and having her design a training on what you may need. If there is no questions or anything, I really do want to thank you guys. Oh,
Yep, we've got something in the chat.
okay.
All right, so Laura, my name is Laura Mayer. I am the founder of Illuminated Truth Hypnosis in Washington. I just wanted to introduce myself. Well, thank you, Laura. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks for coming. And thank you all for
Yes,
being
thank
here.
you.
We couldn't do this without you guys, so we really hope to see you guys in the future. Thank you. This is my first one, so I'm glad you guys stuck with me.
She did. She did a great job.
Thanks. So yeah, feel free to reach out to us. Like I said, I've talked to a lot of you already, but email me, call or text me. Thanks, Robin. And we'll get you taken care of the best we can. All right.